Good. Let's see. We want to buy. What's my? Buying power is only 300. I thought I had $300 in there. Turns out I didn't. Hey, yo, what up, T? Oh, wait, can anybody even hear me? Yeah. Look out, T. I was just thinking about the young ones. Hopefully the fam doing all right. We gotta find a way of getting everybody out of the house. We gotta get everybody out of the house. Uncle Hero needs to make an impromptu visit. I'm so distracted. Damn, gold is collapsing, and this is the time I've been waiting for it to go down. Shit, FX is already recovered. Still got a long way to go from a month ago. Even further away to go for a day. Yeah. Heck yeah, you're gonna be busy. 2 athletes in one house? See, I was fortunate. I was the only athlete in my house. I back in school too. Hey, clap it up.
Get down.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. That's good. It's so rare. Especially, as we getting a little older. To not just settle. To not go quietly, at least. Right? Every day I think about, what it took for me to learn how to program. Yeah, being able to do surgery was fun. But it really took me away from my craft and the things I enjoyed doing. And learning how to program and code and do all that stuff, super cool. The things that you're gonna need for the next stages of life aren't gonna come to you. You gotta go find those. So when I hear people talking about they're going back to school, that means they're trying to find their next level. And that's exciting. That's exciting. And then what about y'all? I tell myself every day. You want to know the worst investment I've ever made in my life? Is the battle pass for Call of Duty, and I'm pretty sure I got that bitch on renew. One day I'm gonna come back. I promise y'all. Once I hit this 1 million goal, or at least I feel like I understand how I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna come back. But right now I'm a sucker to my consequences. I got one more day to get 1,000. Google looks like it's about to rally too. Google 34C next week, 1.45 average. That's not bad. Battlefield 6? Wow. They must not ban people for talking shit, cuz I know Call of Duty be banning the shit out of you. I ain't even gonna let these good Christian and Muslim people online hear what you say. Battlefield 6 must not give a damn. Oh man. I told somebody the other day, they was like, "Oh, Hero," they was listening to me. They was listening to me talk to some coworkers, and they were like, "Oh, Hero, you have such a great relationship with your coworkers. I bet you're like your personal friends. You guys have such passionate conversations." I was like, in my mind, I was like, I've never known love from my football group chat. I've never known love. I've never seen peace. What you see here before you is a broken man, a facade. It's not real. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Something. What you mean good morning? Good afternoon? Yeah. It's a form of it's a love language, man. It's a love language. If I can't tell somebody I love to shut the fuck up and get to the position, then do I really love you? Like, what are we talking about here? Shut the fuck up, hero, and rotate left. All right. Today's due date. This is due on the 26th. Modified quiz. What are we talking about? I got a bunch of those clips on my TikTok early in my TikTok. I think one showed up the other day when when you baited this dude into you used me as bait and this guy came out and you finished him. I never felt more helpless in my life. He was like, hey, here, I think I hear a chest in there. Go get it. I was like, all right, no problem. Yeah. All I hear is, fa. I'm like, need help. T. And he finished him off, and I was like, he was like, he was like, all right, now pick up his guns and let's go. Who needs a loadout when you can just take someone else's? This weekend, after we apply for our passport as well, we need to figure out what we're doing with the Miami trip, and then we'll continue to run tests for the demo. That's what we need to do. We need to run tests on those demos. I'm so tired. Focus 4. Yeah. I got no rival. No man can be my equal. That's a pretty ass 15%, and it's the only thing keeping my market above my margins above. That's crazy. Travis, stop being a weirdo on a Friday at that. Like, it's Friday. You can relax till you can start the trolling on like Monday. It's Friday, bro. It's Friday after 12 o'clock. You should be getting ready for whatever plans you have for the weekend because you clearly don't have a job. Fuck. Um, oh shit. You're right. You know what? I apologize. You're right. I did tell you to come back. I did tell you to come back.
Your precious
Thank
armor.
you. Thank you for
Gratefully accepted.
keeping me honest.
We will need it.
I just realized the I'm missing the Macho Man stuff. Yeah. All right. All right. All right, we got $1,000. What do we want to do? Oh, for sure. For sure. It's always a good time to get started. It's always a good time to get back. And like once you do it enough, it just becomes a routine. Yeah, it has to be silver, right? I got this. Making it alive and birthed it. Life well played. Nice. Welcome, welcome. All right. You need money too? Hey, get in line, brother. Get in line. Can't wait to wash my hair today. I gotta get started on working on some projects. Haven't done yet any, but I have a ton of stuff I need to catch up with before you need. Sounds like you need an organization, a plan. Before you start doing shit, how about you write some shit down? You know, when you write a list down of things you want to do, it gives you the ability to look at stuff objectively, like you say. Do I really need to spend 6 hours on the phone? Oh yeah, you got that work that make you wanna be busy. You got that work that make you pick up the phone and say, "Nah, I'm gonna be tied up, big dog." Oh, how is your Godot progressing? limit sell at 83. 83.90. And we want to sell off. All right. I set up a trailing stop loss for MBIS. Once it hits 83, 83.90, 83.90. It's at 85 now. It's been progressively going down, but that 83.90 will give me the ability to buy back in, and I can take out about 500 in profit. Let's set up some more trailing stops. You know, a cup wouldn't be too bad right now.
This is
kind of wish I could double down on some of these. Oh, here's our double down opportunity on silver. At least if I had done it my way, I'd just be asking for forgiveness versus us not being able to do it. Robo, what's up? Just just watching my company fumble. Just watching my company fumble. Uh just watching my company fumble. Our 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 AI seminar. Yeah, we were supposed to go to Google Next in Las Vegas. We were supposed to register for these tickets, I guess, like a month ago. They kept delaying, kept delaying. They finally came back to us and said, "Oh, you guys can do it. Tickets are sold out." And it looks like the market. Ooh, the market's downturning. The market's downturning. Um, did the shutdown happen? Did the government shutdown happen? A partial shutdown? Okay, so that makes sense. The question is, should I take this 15% profit? $15% profit on COPX. What is being pushed down? I let me break it down. Let's see. We got the contract's not due till April 17th. What's up, Armin? Yeah, it is, but 15% profit is 15% profit. And to be honest, if it goes down, I might double down here. I'm trying to see if I can catch silver. It's very clear. I'm also looking at PAAS, which is down heavy too. If I could get an option here. Let me see if I could get a leap here. It's 77 days. Yeah, I'm gonna go 425. What up, my boy?
How's it going, dude?
Long time, long time. Living all right?
It's above me now. I'm sorry, but I was on the
So
phone with
like I'm trying to decide. The thing I'm trying to decide before the market shuts down is like, so I have a stock option right now for FCX. Um, I think that this is just what powerful note. It's down right now heavily. It collaborates a host of minerals. It has the most volatility. I'm looking at an option for this that's gonna probably go out till May, but I just don't know. Like, I'm waiting for the 10-minute mark, which will be in a minute here, and then we'll get to see like how badly it drops or moves. It's real movement before the end of close. We also are in parameters for partial shutdown, but I know that they're probably going to
I mean,
let that one. That
Trump,
one's
Trump seems to be leveraging the Democrats into not shutting it down at this point, but
it will be partially shut down just because there's no House to sign anything.
yeah, exactly. They all went home.
Yeah. So he's trying to make it seem fluff, but I think that was already calculated in. Um, they'll take out the money for ICE. I think everyone kind of just agreed with that up top.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on that. That's for sure, to say the least.
But so me would be PAAS. If you were just straight up looking at minerals and stuff like that, but I think like more so looking because I also this is the second year that I've also done investments with my 401 my personal Roth IRA.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not there just yet, but I've already been thinking like,
I mean I was
do I?
sitting. Yeah, you go in there, you do a basic investment, you go year over year, $5,000. Me myself, I I plus 5,000. I plus 15,000 in the stock market by myself. So like, if I know I could do better, if I had that same money, I could do that same thing there. Last year in this one, I did a plus of 19,000. So for me, that's a no-brainer. But I'm very conservative in this one, and I have a lot of holdings in here. So let me take a quick look at there was two that I bought super early, and they've been paying me ever since. AVGO is obviously my bread and butter. It's down right now, and I'm still a believer. It's the thing that they need to build all other chips. MU, I got in on this around 213 last year. It's 417 now.
You said the first one was AVGO.
AVGO.
Okay.
This one I bought relatively new, but it pays a turnover dividends, and it's just been up and up over the year, over the month. AGNC.
I think that was one that I had seen in my research as well. Yeah.
And then the ones that are just doing very well for me. Let me see. Gains. Let's go.
You're all dividend.
These are all dividends.
Yeah.
Sitting comfortably for my ETFs. SOXX. SMH. For my mutual funds, this would be a great. I'm gonna go in reverse. The ones that are suffering the most, but if you find value in them, to then stack them would be the best condition here. VEIPX. I am down 200, but they have a return rate of 15%, and I'm holding over 200 shares.
You said VEIPX?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
The lowest I'm down is 5%. So while I'm over here bitching about $200, it's still 5%. So it's a minuscule amount. I make that money back in dividends and then some.
Exactly.
So like it's minuscule, but it shows up as a red blip on your radar. Then going up.
But if you're not selling, you didn't lose. That's my thought.
Well, no, technically you're right. But the thing that I've started trying to there was a point where I stopped taking the approach of losing money is the only way about it. Is I didn't get the money fast enough. That's how I'm looking at it now. I didn't secure the money fast enough. Therefore, now I'm at the mercy of time. So I have to wait for it to go back to green. There was a point when it was already green, and I should have secured that.
Yeah.
But
and just take in, like, how do you evaluate when you do take profits? I think that's the hardest thing.
My exit strategy is a zero sum game of no greed, right? 35%. If I can get to 35 cents, I set the stop loss at 20, and at 35%, unless you know something special about it, like I think the only companies. AVGO was the first company I broke 100% with, and then I went on to subsequently break 1,000% with MU. So I feel comfortable taking longer risk with those, but at 35%, 35% trades is a $1,000 average for most people.
Yeah.
$1,000 off of 4 trades, I don't see anybody who would throw. If I gave you $1,000 for making 4 trades, you would take it. So like with options, that's an easy one for me. 30%, secure the money versus trying to prevent yourself.
You bail all the way out, or you only do a percentage?
I'll always try and take 2 options at a time. And if it's wholesale, it's wholesale. But if there's something where it's like, okay, it's showing great movement and it hit the 35%, I'll secure that and then let the runner go. If it breaks 40%, I now set the stop loss at 35, and you can do whatever you want because eventually now and that's that new mindset. Now I'm not waiting for it to turn back green. Now one day I'll just wake up and I'll see profit. Period.
Yeah.
And I use Schwab.
Just playing house money.
Yeah. I use Schwab for this, so you can do trailing stop losses where it's always 15% behind the average. and it'll just trigger it. So it'll grow exponentially, but it'll always stop 15% below. It sets you up for, and I'm pretty sure Schwab, if you have a premium account, they don't sell your data, but it's assumed that the basic people do it, so they're just following the trends. So there's always going to be a sniper who's going to try and short the market to grab those quick premiums and then get out. But it comes with the territory.
So you won't. So that stop loss at 15%, that's where you're selling out a certain amount.
Yeah. So if it goes up like to 50, it goes up to 50% at 35. It'll sit at 35 for me, waiting for a stop. And then if it goes up one more, okay. So now my new stop loss is 40 to its 55, so on and so forth. It takes the pressure off of you.
Yeah, exactly. And just set it and forget it, and trust your investments and set it and forget it.
And that's my general rule of cool for like new stocks. But like for AVGO, I've watched myself go all the way down 60%, and I just have such long holds on it. I have one that's sitting here now for 9/18/2026. I have one that's sitting here for December 2026. I have another one sitting here for 2027 of May. Like, I just have such long patience with these. I don't see a problem with it, and I'm up 40% on all of them. So I have extreme patience for AVGO. I have extreme patience for MU, but I'll be quick to sell any type of stock to get in or get out of something.
You just see them as a vehicle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you go fully out when you go out.
Yeah, but those are only the ones I trust. AVGO and so on and so forth, I trust highly.
That you wouldn't go fully out of.
Yeah, I would. There's, in order for me to drop AVGO options early, the market would have crashed, and I wouldn't be looking to close stock options. I'd be looking to get cash out, break into ATMs to get cash out because the economy's shutting down. Yeah. Like, so I would have bigger problems. Yeah. So the market's about to close out in 2 minutes. It seems to be heavily reversing its course. It seemed like people were just scared tactics. I'm back up 12% on CPOX. I'm back up on FCX. 20 cents away from being back to neutral with PAS. So it looks like it was relatively a good little scare. The only thing that didn't recover, silver recovered slightly. $4 differential, but it's still down significant.
Yeah, I still think it'll take a day or two, but there's no way that it stays down. I think, honestly, it's crazy that silver's even this volatile anyway.
Yeah, I'm surprised it took this long. Silver is a component in these chips.
Yeah. Like, it's got, and I don't know if you saw, but what China's been doing with their silver exports, they're essentially cutting off the exporting of any of their refineries.
Because they want NVIDIA to come back to the table for an agreement. They want to build a factory. They want to build a factory like NVIDIA, like the one NVIDIA has in Taiwan, and then they're gonna steal it in black market and sell their shit better for even cheaper. It's China's favorite thing to do.
Yeah, I mean that is their game. Like, figure out. They know that their angle is they have the cheapest labor in the world and good machinery and good tooling. So, like, how do you make sure you leverage that? Well, play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now I'm thinking I'll probably continue to put some into my Chevron. I like oil right now.
Chevron, I don't know if I, maybe this is the bleeding heart in me that's like, fuck oil. But
Yeah, there is a portion of me that thinks that too.
but it's it's too stable to be volatile to make money. So as a vessel for carrying your money, sure.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I want one to just carry and have kind of a stable dividend, and that's what I was.
Well, look at LP&G real quick, and VLO. Those are my two energy stocks that carry money for me. VLO has paid me over $300 in dividends.
And those are like conglomerate, like indexes of multiple organizations.
No, those are individuals.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yes, Chevron.
LP&G is natural gas, right?
Yes. And VLO, I don't know their source, but I've known them to be wildly reliable. Chevron's sitting at 176 right now.
Yeah, I got in with, like I said, we have some liquid right now.
What's their dividend payout?
It just went up yesterday it went up 4%, so it's $1.78 per share.
$1.78 per share. Huh. So how much would you need to make 100? How much would you need to make 100 a day? I mean 100 a pay period. You would need 1,000 shares.
Yeah. And that's too slow for you? That's where you don't?
It's like, because like I would, if for a stock like that, I would put it into like my Schwab's account, because I don't get taxed for reinvestment. I can't do reinvestment on my like Webull, because they'll charge you for that. Sneaky bastards. It's not too slow at all. It's not too slow at all.
So on your Schwab account, I'm curious how my Chase account works. Is if I get taxed on those reinvestments as well, because there's just a time period of reinvestment that you won't get hit on it.
So for the Roth, for all of the investments and everything that you make is cool, but each trade they can charge you. So you have to pick favorable trades or trade blocks to your advantage. If you choose to do a reinvestment, because they don't tax you on that, because you've already paid taxes to get it into your Roth IRA, they're looking for any opportunity for them to do a fee on you. So like if you buy a Fidelity based, I own a few Fidelity based ones, they'll charge you fees for that though.
Okay, because it's a competitor. Or
Exactly. But no, so like I get that part, but like anytime there's something where I can be charged a significant fee, I'm gonna do it in the Roth, because I've already paid tax on it and I can hide from those fees on other platforms.
Yeah, and are you worried, like with the Roth and limiting kind of when you can sell out of that? How do you manage that?
Sell out as in, what do you mean?
Well, with the Roth IRA, isn't it similar to, or is it just a Roth account versus
No, so a Roth IRA contributions are the only thing that count towards it. All of the things that are invested in it cannot be counted against your contribution to it. So you could go to $1 million in a day. They wouldn't count that as against your contribution, which I think for my age and demographic, I think it's like $20,000 a year.
Okay. And you don't get any. There's no tax hit because it's already
been taxed before. Yep. You'll file for it separately on your tax form. It can only be used as a credit for you.
So is that what I should be doing, is paying the taxes up front on this type of thing?
Hell yeah, because you just take the money out at the end. You walk away with the money. at your retirement age, or if you have a qualified reason to be able to remove it, which is you could use it to buy a house, you could use it for the birth of a new child now, and I think you could use it to pay out bad taxes without penalties.
You can use it to buy a new house.
You can, if it's your first house, is part of that FHA loan, you can use a portion of it, and I think you have to be more than $10,000 in contribution over, I think.
And you still get the dividend cash out of those.
And you can still take the dividend cash out of it.
Yeah. And though that's taxed, though, I assume.
No, that is yours. That is yours. You paid the taxes on it already. The fact that you are given the investment on it. So I think the only thing that you would owe on it is like the annuity tax. Like, so if you break a limit of it, because they're not supposed to be like if people go in here and start trading for them, but like just think about it normally. Normally you would give your Roth, your 401k to a financial advisor, they would invest on it, and when at the end of the day they give it to you. The only difference is that you pay the tax up front. You pay the taxes at the end. This time you've already paid the taxes. All the money that's in there you have put in there to be invested in.
Interesting.
Let me pull this file and make sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might need to change out my account, because right now it's not. It's just a regular brokerage account.
Let me triple confirm. Let me pull up the tax code. Either when you are, in general, the dividends earned are generally not taxed. Either you are paid the account, or you pay to that, or you pay during withdrawal. The growing tax free as long as it's required the qualified withdrawal age of 59. As long as you pull that motherfucker out after the age of 59 and a half, whatever you made in that hole is yours because you paid it up front. Dividends and capital gains and interest earned on the Roth IRA are not taxed annually, allowing for compounding growth. That is literally the purpose of it. As long as you're okay with not touching that shit till 59, or for a qualified reason, you're good.
Yeah, but for me, it's all about as long as I could. Because really, these accounts for me right now are just building and having some extra cash from my cash. You know, like.
So if you want this cash to be liquid, then Roth IRA is a negative. It's a negative. Now there are special accounts that you can make, like a brokerage account and stuff like that, but that just functions as more of like Webull, but you get more favorable trades and better statistics and analytics if you're into that type of stuff. I think you take the approach of continue to manage your trades, but you got to switch over to options. The 35% rule gives you $1,000 with 4 conscionable trades. And if you're saying $1,000 isn't liquid enough for you, then you increase your risk capacity. But with a low risk average entry price and looking at about 1,500 to make 1,000, it's not bad. And if your risk is medium, you're willing to lose 800. If your risk is high, you're willing to lose 1,200. So at least you're always walking away with 300 in the worst case. Best case scenario, you're walking away with 2,500 for your 1,500 investment total.
And you just go in and out of any of these funds.
For me, I prefer to build the Webull one up. The Webull one, I want to get to $100,000 profit because that's the money I'm going to pool for the house. Though, if that doesn't work, I would use my FHA loan strictly to gain access to the Roth IRA one time withdrawal for a house. So I in my mind I said I want a house. There's 2 ways I can financially support this. I'm going to work both sides of the aisle. If one of them does it for me, I have an egg there. If one of them or both of them combined can't do it, I combined and I'm still good.
Yeah. But
Just-
ideally, you don't use the Roth for that.
Yeah, and ideally the Roth continues to grow at the exponential rate. It is because what took me 5 years to do with the Webull account only took me 2 years to catch up in the Roth, and it's because the compounding. There's no tax. There's no nothing. It's just easier.
So you think with my 401k, I should switch it all to the Roth though?
No, I think you continue to, because I'm assuming you got employer match.
Yeah.
So like that right there kills it, because there's no risk acquired for it. As long as you're working, you get a match. And with full disclosure on my part, I have a 401k match now. My job before didn't do match. Now they have match. I opened up a separate account for them to do it, but I don't let them manage it for me. I manage it myself.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
Right now, I'm letting them manage it for sure.
And they're doing 5%, 5% to 3%, which is amazing. But
Yeah, that's what it's like. I don't really want to necessarily mess with that, just because I'm not as close to the markets as I can be.
no, and I think that's a solid way to do it. I think you with your personal investments with low risk. Once again, you put yourself in a position to make $1,000 up. With 4 solid trades, you can go up 1,000. But it will take some noodling. It's not going to be easy. By no stretch of the imagination. You can tell just by the way I speak about this. It's a situation where I'm waking up every morning and I'm listening and I do my indicators. I would recommend incorporating some level of AI, as it's just better at doing research and pointing out statistics of like our rate of returns and prediction marketing. But
I've used it for some initial research, but yeah, the actual financial.
we did a breakdown. We did a breakdown a few days ago and we predicted me and some people in a group chat. We predicted what was going to happen to FCX and SLV, and we made profits on both of them. And I walked out at 35% on both of them. I'm sitting at 15% for COPX, which is a copper one. Market just closed 13 minutes ago. I started that trade at 8:30 this morning. I went up to a max of 16%. I'm sitting comfortably at 12% at the end of market with a looming shutdown. That's impeccable. So I think if you're looking to be more liquid and you want to grow, I'd say you lean into your stock options, and this is the trade-off that you would want to do to keep yourself above water. 4 solid option trades a month give you an extra 1,000. Half of those trades you go into buying solid stocks with the dividend or growth behind it, enough of a growth rate behind it. Rinse and repeat. Start off by donating just $300, $200 until you work yourself up into the amount that you're gonna, and then eventually what you'll notice is your returns will you'll have enough of your returns and the ability to then put into 1 or 2 stocks to then rinse and repeat with house money.
So 3 or 4 with a small amount with a 35%. Got to pick the right ones, obviously. And then just reinvesting those back into the core of, which my core is likely going to stay the same. I like parking the money in Chevron. I like parking the money in silver. And with probably a portion of it, pump it back into my XRP because that's my risky asset anyway.
I see yourself being liquid very much so from that aspect of it, and option trading is a bull. It's a bull for sure, but it is literally the quickest way to ascertain wealth other than selling drugs.
No, this is essentially a dopamine drug anyway.
For me, it's very much so. Like you heard, like what I said, I've evolved to securing the money. Like if I could have closed today with 15%, what you would have seen me do is set a stop loss of 15%, and if it opens on Monday and it closes right then and there, I'll take it and walk.
Just fine with it.
I'm just because like I'm so far ahead of the curve now. That 15% is minuscule. It would have been minuscule in the beginning, but behind 127% profit, this is easy.
Yeah. The key is, maybe that's what I need to do is just start taking the mindset of playing with house money. It's like, if I just take, once I set a sell for XRP at a certain price, which I need to set one. I just haven't set one, but like I'm in, like the market's crazy down, and when I see $1.75 for XRP, I'm like, I'm still up like almost 300%. Like it's, like I still just haven't found that spot to take out my original investment. And I need to find that spot, because once I find that spot, then this becomes just a game. It's just a game.
Yeah, then it's like
I do not care what.
Exactly. The companies names don't even become important anymore. You just look at their chart and you're saying, this chart is something I can make money off of. They have the 4 indicators. Like, you're gonna come up with 3 or 4 indicators that you use faithfully, and if you see 3 out of 4, you go. If you see 4 out of 4, it's a double down. You double down. You trust the chart. You trust the mechanics of it. And everyone has their own ritual. And
you're saying find those key indicators, and you have AI help you.
Because that's how I found MU. I didn't find MU off of my own stuff. AVGO and NVIDIA both mirror each other for the early part of 2025. And I was just like, man, it's so cool when you catch that. And my friend mentioned that, oh, that's a known thing. Like, birds of a feather flock together. And I was like, oh, cool. Who else emulates NVIDIA and MU? And then they gave me AMD. I put it into chat, and they gave me AMD. I was like, oh, I know AMD. Literally, my $5,000 computer setup is built with all AMD parts. But it said, if you're interested in an up-and-coming company that wants to mirror, here is MU. I said, whatever, $200. That investment is now doubled.
So you have your indicators, and then you just re-ask AI every morning, like, what's it? What? Yeah, because I was like, what tool do you use to like have these pop? And it's like, dude, you just use AI. Like,
yeah,
you tell it your.
Tell me, like, it told, and one of the greatest indicators, like, I think was for Delta Airlines. Said Delta Airlines had a mirror because Southwest was becoming paid seating. So Delta Airlines just had their earnings call. I put in a short position for Delta Airlines, went up 50%, and I closed it before they even announced their earnings. I don't care. I'm above the rate. I don't care what they have to say.
You're not there for Delta Airlines.
I'm not there because I want to know if Delta Airlines is going to be richer or not.
But you are there for the AVGO. Like, that's...
Well, yeah, because I have 5 years behind them now. Into the future, right? So 5 years from now, if I'm driving in a Porsche, it's because things went well. If I'm driving in a no shade to Nissan Maximus, but shit, if I'm in a Nissan, shit probably didn't go so well. But like, that is like the London trip and the Japan trip were both funded with stock money. And like, when I look at my taxes for this year, the amount of risk that I took and I could carry over from last year will put me at a zero-sum game this year. Yeah, I can. You can carry that debt up to 6 years.
The tax debt you're saying?
Because I owe, because my company's also owed to it. So I spent $5,000 on a computer last year. I spent $10,000 in expenses, which I can use to write off.
Yeah.
So there, and I didn't pull out 10,000 worth in stock options. So I'm covered. My taxes for stocks are covered.
Yeah, and my angle on that is I've stood it up on paper, but I got this tiny little peanut butter sandwich cookie business that is my haven for tax write-offs.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's something small, but it's not like I'm betting. It's not like I need that much.
I'm actually thinking about starting a second business. Just for like the house, and hire and put Coding with Strangers, my business, in that house, to rent a spot in that house.
Yep.
To do the work.
Yep.
So the rule of cool is trying to increase the revenues here. Like obviously I have streaming and sponsors and stuff like that, but it's not like I'm some mega streamer or popular. I go to work just like everyone else. Like I just
extra cash.
Yeah, like I just stay up longer. I just that's the problem. And when people ask me like, "Oh, Hero, how you doing?" I know I just stay awake longer. I just stay awake longer than most people, and that's why.
I agree. Well, I need to start heading toward the door to pick up my dude. This is awesome. I need to take some time to kind of process, and then I'd love to steal more of your time once I kind of come up with a little bit of a plan and a little bit of a strategy and kind of bounce it off and kind of see what your thoughts are on it.
No, for sure.
Well in my way.
Hey, the first step is just admitting that you want to get better. Well on your way. Well on your way. Send my regards to the family, man. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too, man. Great catching up.
Pleasure. Have a good one.
See you, dude.
Peace.
Get down.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Oh, yeah!
Hey, yo, what's up? I want to make more money. I mean, I want to be better. It's all about the motivation, baby. You got it in you. You were built with the greatness in you. Secure, freeze and lock then. Hey, yo, what's up, Yak? Do the ad read? Hey, yo. Do the ad read.
I got this.
All right, y'all. It's quitting time. It's a Friday. It's 3:30. Pipeline's breaking. Lawyers are being called. You need more, but you have nothing left. Your tank is running on E. And would you be remiss, if anything, to assume that you could do this off of willpower? No. Want to know how I managed to go longer?
I'm gonna come.
And stronger than most folks is because I have the Super Samba Green Tea by Zest. That's right, that's 135 milligrams of caffeine pumps that keep you energized to go longer and stronger throughout your day. You feel me? And it goes without saying that if you want to experience this Zest Best version of yourself, all you need is the promo code Coding with Strangers at the checkout. You'll get 20 to 40% off all qualifying products. That's Coding with Strangers, all one word. Check it out in the description and comment section below. Thank you, Zest, for making me my best. They missed out on it. They missed out on it. Ah, sure I can. They told me I have I have extreme unedited liberty. It's either they take it or they don't. uh, I get a flat rate now. I get a flat rate. I've come up from commissions. I mean, what you mean? Damn, that was you, Robo. You bought it. You bought it. That means you're not buying it anymore, which is crazy. You ain't buying it no more. It's sort of like a cyclic game because it's sort of like word of mouth. Uh, I stopped buying because they stopped sponsoring you. Damn. I mean, nah, fuck commissions. To be honest, take a bag, less screwing over. And that, I mean, I think there's a natural progression of things, but like enough people bought it. But yeah, keep buying. If you like it, I like it because it does better than coffee and it doesn't stain your teeth. It's not as many chemicals, no shit. Like it's just a cleaner. It's a cleaner fix. Like whenever I'm at in the office, that's what I'm drinking. And you know I'm not trying to be a big back no more. So gotta cut down on the sugar. Just don't be selling it to coworkers in the office. No, four of my coworkers are using it. I of course. Okay. Okay. Can I keep it 100? Maybe. Maybe in our lunchroom, there's a table of free items that are put there to let people who are maybe having a hold on. I don't know who this motherfucker is calling me. Uh, Robo, I'll probably cut up that section from the Roth RIA part and put it into a video for you. If you don't want to spend too much time looking, because I think this is going to come out to be, oh no, it's actually a short video because I started late, 2 hours. But the reason why I probably started doing this well, and this is hypothetically speaking, if I had a company credit card and they said you could buy the snacks that you wanted for your floor and then just provide them to people. I mean, who's to say that the company doesn't deserve to get a discount? So, yeah, there's the Dr. Pepper table, and yeah, there's a so-and-so table. But I wanted a table for Zest. And somebody made it happen. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Hey, look, man, these companies been fucking us for a long time. It's only right that they get it back.
I'm gonna come.
You know what sound effects I'm missing on my soundboard? I'm missing all of the Randy Savage ones. So I gotta go find all the Randy Savage ones. You remember the Randy Savage one where he gave that nice speech? And anytime somebody came in here talking some sad shit, I'd be like, hey man, you just take the advice of my boy Randy Savage. Oh my goodness. I need to get 400 more views. Ooh, did you guys see the Japan? I posted the Japan, a Japan short. Yeah, I use money from my Roth IRA to do investing. I have a Roth IRA with Charles Schwab. I got it 2 years ago. A year ago today, but this is gonna be my second year of working on it. Because you already pay as long as you're, the only catch is you can't touch it till you're 59 and a half. For me, I don't think, unless I plan on working till I'm 70, I don't think I'm going to be able to retire. So this is just setting up my next generation. This is not money I plan on ever using in my lifetime. It'd be nice. Yeah, do it through Fidelity. I don't know if there's necessarily a best one to use. I use Charles Schwab because I do my banking with them anyway. So the more lines of credit that you have with them is just like traditionally Charles Schwab is a bank, but they function more as a financial subsidiary, and they're really classy about that. Absolutely. So, and there's a bunch of things that you can do to like take your money out of it. Oh shit, the video's doing well, guys, the video's doing well. And all you zero. Yag doesn't. I promise you, the Yag must love me from a distance. How are we gonna get to 1 million views? But it is doing well. It got 600 views, which is amazing. And 10 people liked it. And I think this is going to be this. This is how I'm going to. For the longest, I've been trying to figure out what should my short form content look like, and it should look like this because this video encapsulates just who I am as a person, and my approach to like most things, and like what it means for me to talk with strangers. And I think that's what it'll be. My short form content will be interactions with the public, which makes me want to go out, makes me want to do these things. So on and so forth. Yeah, I think the goal for me to hit 1 million is more symbolic of me wanting to have a plan, like me setting a goal and just being like, I'm going for it. And I don't watch shorts that often. No, I'll take it. But I'm saying, if you can't make an exception for your big bro, then what will you accept? An exception. Ooh. Yeah. I need some water. I think I stole money from Amazon, y'all. Okay. You buried the lead there. You said you were busy. I also believe you saying you're busy is you fighting for freedom and socialism on the internet. So, hands in the air. Maybe I'm a little conflicted. But no. In fact, yeah, I think you. In fact, I think I'm a little bit. Somehow you flipped this on me. Typical women. Flipping my emotions back on me. I feel ashamed to not know as much as I need to know. I feel like I should know more about your game and what you're doing with it. I need to be more invested, but I feel like you also don't stream as much. And you might have your reasons because there's a psychotic group of people out there in the world. But I want you to know, here at Coding with Strangers, we support you. Okay? Clap it up. I got this. Oh, that was perfect. All right. I gotta go get some water. I'm dehydrated. Oh. All these people have been killing.
Sisters of fate could not hold, and you will not see the
Also, but I stuck around for this electrifying personality or something, I guess. Wait, what happened? Mind you, I followed Hero initially because he was streaming Godot, working on the first version of the Perfect Lurker. Oh shit. Damn, we're on V3. But I stuck around for his electrifying personality or something, I guess. Yeah. No, I think the thing that made you stick around was the Sailor Moon buns. Which I'm willing to bring back this Saturday, during the art stream. I say because he yelled at me for now constantly attending. Now, and see, Yag's not a believer. I don't like when Yag doubts me because it does lower my self-esteem. It's like when they do tail whip in Pokemon games. My defense goes down. Does it make me bad? Does it make me bad? Does it make me bad? Huh? And Robo, my cousin, not my cousin, my brother and me host a stream where we talk about some stock things, and I'm probably gonna start posting it on here. I probably won't live stream it, but I'll take the recording of it. Yeah, I'm just pulling your leg. Like, inherently, you want to know something that will forever be, like, an aspect of me that people just don't understand. And I said this early when I started my streaming career. I understand that when certain people find me, I might not be what they need or want, but they're willing to see where it goes. And for the people who were for the people like Minnie, Yag, Ear, people who have like significant skill in their craft, it's just better to have people. You need people like me in the community because we give the people who are lost in translation direction. I'm such a fan of the person it's like because like where do you go to find the best experts? They're professors. And who do they like to surround themselves around? Growing young minds. It's a great process, but I've always made it clear the purpose of this channel is for me was to learn how to program. And for what it's worth, I learned how to do my job because of y'all. I perfected my job on the job. And then people are like, oh, what about the promotions? The promotions came because of who I am. It's that urge to like keep going. I think you said it like a few nights ago, Robo, when you were up here watching me edit, and you were just like, "The fuck," and that's what it is. It's just like that part of me in my mind that's like, no one's gonna be able to tell me that I didn't give it my all. And I expect that from everybody. And some people like that type of pressure. Gotta respect it. And I just want to constantly be a driving force for the good within the community. I want to be a pillar of the community. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, I'm 130% perfectly fine. Like you have been one of my biggest supporters. You stood by me. You've pushed me to be more. You pushed me to be more of the person that I need to be in this world. So, I have to be able to accept a little bit of tough love from people like you. I have to. Because when I get in my own mind's way, the people who set me back on my course are in fact the strangers. In a room full of strangers, I am loved. Ooh, my sunflower patches got here. Hey, that's a bar. That's a bar.
Get down.
Oh yeah.
Just don't be a stranger in a room full of love. God damn. Ah. Ah. That's a bar. Okay. Also, how much time we got left? Because we got to go to the gym. I'm tired as hell. I think I have a business plan, and I have a business partner with this pretty hot girl. She's 6 feet tall. Second stream tonight. It would just be me editing. It's a business pleasure agreement, okay? Because I'd be damned if you're gonna be a 6 foot tall woman and also be trying to make money for me. It might start off as business, but we gonna finish as a partnership. You feel me? But the only thing is I gotta wash my hair. So if I get to the gym by 4:30, we should be good. But we have to. So just so we're clear, the first one full length, fully edited video is due at the end of February, and I have 2 things going on in February. We're going to Africa in August. We haven't figured out where our other destination is going to be. Sounds like it's probably going to be Peru. I don't think we're going to go. I'm still going to Vegas. Miami for a bachelor party, a wedding in Nashville, Tennessee, and a few other trips. So, and a baby shower in March. So I'm gonna be a little busy. We did buy silver, so we're done with that. We got to figure out what, today's Friday, so we do have to sit down. So we're gonna edit for 1 hour, and then tonight we're gonna sit down and pick five conventions, and five Comic Cons. So 5 tech related ones and 5 Comic Cons, and we're gonna figure out. I'm gonna make a media team. I need a camera guy. Or a camera woman to follow me around while I go around interviewing people at these events. And we're gonna apply for media passes to all of them. So we're gonna do that shit tonight. Actually, I think I might pay for the black ones. You know, support the cause. But everything is else. Also, somebody emailed me and said, one of my coworkers emailed me and said, Hero, I understand if during these trying times you don't want to be at work to show solidarity. And I was like, bitch, they killed 2 white people. Why are you at work? Why are you at work? Nashville. There was supposed to be like a national strike today, but one, I work in healthcare. That's not an option for me. 2, I just got paid. So I'm feeling a little motivated. Just a little bit. So yeah, we have to dedicate time to doing that. So we'll come back tonight to do that. But I do also have to wash my hair. So a double-edged sword. Yeah, healthcare people should be excused. Emergency service people should be excused. But we also called Starbucks baristas essential workers and paid them $19 an hour. Oh, Hero, that's better than $7.25. Shut up, you're an animal. Look at the bar that you're willing to set to just make fun of someone else. You know, maybe that's what I could do. I have a few subscriptions that I just don't use anymore. Well, it is kind of crazy because all the nurses there's so much shit going on. The nurses in New York have been on strike for 3 weeks already. Did y'all know that? And they're asking to be paid $175 an hour. Some of them are, and they get paid $100 an hour. But once they go into overtime, they want to be paid extra 100. They want to be paid They want their base rate to go up to 175. And the only reason why I know about this is because a nurse I used to talk to posted a picture on Instagram talking about she's moving to. This motherfucker, what is he trying to do? I can. Okay. Uh. Uh. Super Luigi. Super Luigi will not face death penalties from federal murder charges as it is incompatible with other allegations of stalking. Hey, clap it up. Clap it up. You know, I wish I had the shotgun fly right now. Ah, that's great. Someone check. Robo, what's the stock price of UNH right now? Well, they had to throw out some data. They had to throw out some stuff because they wouldn't be able to go for murder. I'm assuming because they literally took away his fourth and fifth amendment right by searching his bag and not having probable cause for approaching him. Because sending out an APB out for a white man wearing a green Levi jacket, which I own the black and brown one for, is not really enough. Really? Ugh. Well, I mean, the case is closed if they don't have the bag. Spin out some data warning alerts, Slack rooms. Hmm. New York does have the state. I think New York does have the death penalty. They just haven't used it in a long time. What? Yeah, we can't forget about Luigi. We need him to walk free. And when he gets out of jail, I'm gonna give him my whole entire portfolio on UNH, all my stocks. Ooh, below 300. They're at 286 year to date. 5 years. Oh my God. And they can still go to 237. Should I take a put out on them and go to 237? They hit 237 before. We could do it again. I mean, as long as he's got a jury of his peers in 20, you know, he would get he. This is kind of crazy. I think he would be found innocent during the Republican run administration, but he'd be found guilty if it was a Democrat run infrastructure. So I wonder if the judge had that as part of her analysis. Jury selection begins in September. Absolutely. I am all I well everyone is entitled to a speedy and expeditious trial. I am of the mindset that if he does his thing now, and Zoran being in charge of New York right now, this has been totally polarized. And I think the one thing that you just showed to a bunch of jurors is the perp walk of Luigi, and how there's a felon who was excused by the president in the background. And it's just a simple question of the closing argument. Luigi to some people are seen as a bad person. But then there's some people who we know who is a bad person. Like, because Eric Adams' administration put the government into a New York government into $12 billion deficit. But we know that there's some bad people in this world. And there's one right there in the back who will never see the consequences of his actions. So this is just proof that there's a two-tier system. And I think he probably gets the OJ treatment. If we ever have another OJ situation where a group of people cheer for someone murdering someone, it's gonna be this. Cause I don't when OJ was free, I didn't even know why I was excited for him being free, but I was excited. OJ's Luigi's our new OJ. I'm not black, I'm Luigi. I'm not Mario, I'm Luigi. The thing about it is just like when you follow Eric Adams' family and you see like his son throwing a party at that super mansion, it's just like the $40 million consulting fee for a consulting company to figure out that, hey, we should use trash cans to put these trash bags into them. Oh yeah, when he tried to bribe, like we like there when we get the seat, and this is what I'm afraid of. When the Democrats get into charge, there are so many people we have to root out. There's so many people we got to send to jail. Motherfuckers got to go to jail, and I think we should make it an extra effort to make sure that people go to jail in state law, because because we saw what happened to January 6th motherfucking crowd, right? I ain't seen no counter protesters at these protests. And it's because they all wear ICE uniforms now. Mm-hmm. I want you to pay attention now.
We must stay focused, brothers.
Huh?
We must stay focused.
Pay attention now, huh? Yeah, Robo. Email that motherfucker. They old punk ass. That's a great question. I read that as Emperor Palpatine. I know. Uh, what's his name? The minority speaker, isn't he from? And when you get a hold of him, don't let go. Don't let go. You want to know some good news? The officer that shot, and killed and murdered now, Sonia Massey, 20 years in jail. Get fucked, loser. Wait, what happened? Oh wait, you said oh, Schiff was also an early one to call out Biden to drop out. Ah, damn it. He was like, I got this.
I got this.
Foreign policy shift supported 2025 Israel strike on Iran, claiming that the Israel could not afford to let Iran develop nuclear weapons. They do one good thing and then they take 10 bad steps backwards. Got his ass. Got his ass. I just found out about those guys this week. No calling for Biden to drop out early is a good thing. Yeah. It's a good thing. The Iran strike is awful. There's a lot of things people like. There's a lot of shit people are missing in translation. Like it's hard to be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. In my team, I trust. I did almost make a mistake today, though. In my brashness of trying to get this pipeline fixed, I cost my team a lot of time. Shit. Alright. Wash my hair. I'll see you guys a little later. Is that what we're doing? You guys, are you okay? I need to know. Are you guys gonna help me find conferences, or do I have to do that on my own? Cause mama, I'm coming home. Cause mama. Conference. Yeah, like either like I said, if you want a job in tech, you got to go to tech conferences. And I don't know about y'all, but I want to make an extra $100,000 this year. So maybe me getting a pay increase by finding another job, because we also have to keep applying, right? We're 1 year in this new job. Bonuses come out in March. If bonuses aren't what they supposed to be, then we would have been grateful that we've gone to some of these conferences and made some of these connections. You feel me? We never stop looking for the next dollar. Wait, what is going on? Okay. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. Anonymous Moosey. Anonymous Moose. That's hilarious. Thanks. Appreciate you. And then we want to go to a more blurred cons. And once again, I think we found that magical middle, because based on how well, yeah, the code open video did 900. It's 900 views in 4 hours. So I think that's what we do now with that content. We go to those conferences to make this content. And yeah, yes, you being here just to talk shit is more than enough. And let's pick one together, Robo. It's I have been invited to give some speeches. And I don't know if I found a speech that I'm passionate enough to give yet. We gotta expand your horizon, brother. Robo, we gotta get you out of that. I'm gonna start local. I want to give a few speeches local first. Work on my comedy, my stand up, get a tight 15 in person, and then come with that fire. Because you would think that because the thing about it is, even within the tech space, my proficiency in the tech space comes from work. So like, I'm not talking about cutting edge shit. I'm talking about doing old shit correctly. Because in tech, when you talk about tech, if you're not talking about something new, it's perceived as just bad. It's an attention economy, which is bullshit. Why? Python is my baby mama. Let's do a workshop on that. I got some big queries I can show off. I was on the western coast. I would do it. I would do it. And I think this would be the year for me to accomplish it. But I got to get to 1 million views first. I need some credit. I need to prove that I am worth listening to. We're 300 views away from 1,000. From 20,000. From 20,000. It's not enough. But we're getting close. We're getting close. Bump, bump, bump. It's not enough. Bump, bump, bump. Ooh. Did y'all know we have some new ladies in the coding and software category? Were you guys aware of that? Yeah, of course. I am a big proponent of wanting to see more diversity in my category. As a potential pillar of my community, I think it's important that I advocate for all members. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Come on, guys. It's me we're talking about here. The most respectful streamer in the category as it pertains to bump, bump, bump. It's not enough. Yeah, get some rest. How about we don't push ourselves, right? We made a schedule, we have a plan, let's stick to it. We're gonna be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. Let's do it, just do it tomorrow. No need to push ourselves. We made a plan, let's stick to our plan. No one's gonna fault you for sticking to your plan. Right? Yeah, but it's Friday, so yeah, it's Friday. If normally I have to be there I have to be there before 5, but I don't have work tomorrow, so I can go as late as I want. But I do need to wash my hair. But if I do stream, it'll just be me coding. Honestly, not it won't be coding based. I think we'll do some research because the plan is I have to make time for this. I have to start investing time into looking for those opportunities because it gives me more opportunities to be seen and get my content out there. So it's just I have to be proactive about it. What am I looking for? Yeah. Rest up. It's nothing you won't miss. It'll be in the VOD, and you know if I curse somebody out, you can watch it there. Much love. Yeah, take care. Let's all go to the gym, baby. It's not enough.
Get down!
I got this.
Bump, bump, bump. It's not enough. Bump, bump, bump. It's not enough. Do. And we'll just see how we feeling. You feel me? We got some work we want to do. It's been a great week. We got to stream all 5 days. We got 4 Yap sessions in, and we got 1 scheduled for tomorrow. I mean, I've been blessing y'all, but this is in large part thanks to y'all because y'all have continued to support me. I went away for 6 months, and I don't deserve one of y'all, but the fact that I got a few of y'all does put a smile on my face. You feel me? Continue to keep grinding, working on your skill set. 1% better every day. I think that was the goal here, and don't make decisions under duress. Gather all the information, then make pointed determinations because that's what all that matters. I love your faces. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. See you on the other side.